minute here, buddy. I'll do fun.
What did it how you want it to be?
Well, once we raise it up and I start taking off, I'll go that way.
Boxes to the side.
I got it.
I gotta go over there anyway.
Yeah, they're over here. Alright. We are up in the woods for sure today. This is Alright, be right back. I'm coming. Something to remember me by. All right. Hello, welcome. That's good. Well, Bill, what's up, buddy? We're up in the woods today. In Winchester, Virginia. Hold on, I'll give you a little. Here's where we are. Those are the trusses that we bought here. There ain't no damn house. I don't know why we're bringing the trusses. But that's what's going on right now. Anyway, hook me back up here. Oh, man. Done got cold. Put you back in my thing here. Shit. It's cold. It's not so cold today in winter. Why is it I'm always in the truck? This is the series called Trucking Trusses with Jackson, where we're not flying, we're trucking trusses. Gotta fix that shit. All right. We're in it to win it. All right, let's go. You'll see the hill had to come up here. So I always take a chase car with me, because he can check out shit more than I can check out. Now I gotta go around this sharp ass bit. It's a little different going downhill. All right. I got a 53-foot trailer on the back here. A little different going down. Swing it out this way. Gotta go off-road and get to where I need to get to. Then we're gonna take it this way so I can get around the other one. And I got the mailboxes, all kinds of shit. Now it might be a little difficult. Mailboxes out. I don't know. Let's see. We take the mailbox out. Nope. We take the mailbox out. Alright, the sign in the mailbox still up. Always on a back road. I'll wait till she get up the top of that hill.
At the blind all the way around, you're good.
Jump up around here, get the ditch.
I don't know if coming in this way would have been any better, not from being closer.
Right back. I'm back. Had a phone call there. Alright, let's go. Road ain't big enough for a regular car to be on. Got a damn track trailer. Anyway, go to when you be flying something today. I see the chat, but it's hard for me to read the chat. I appreciate you guys and gals coming in. Like and subscribe. Share it out. I'll probably show more what we do and how we get the load on, how we get these loads off. I have a roller flatbed trailer, so we pretty much roll the loads off at the job sites. Most of them are custom homes. Most of them are high dollar custom homes too. Anyway, we're pretty much done for the day. We're heading back to the barn. I might get loaded for tomorrow. That'll be it. Hope everybody's doing all right. Everybody's into the late model dirt series on Flow Racing. The boys are at the Dome. I think they're up in St. Louis, I think, for the next 3 days. So you know where I'll be. I'll be watching Flow Racing.
Tree down here. You gotta get that chain back in your.
Oh yeah, I'll do that today.
Yeah, I mean there should be 2 chain welding struck, so grab one of them.
I'm glad you said something. I always have to carry 2 chains anyway.
Yeah, I was just thinking today, while we were going up that driveway and you were turning around in that field, even if you did get stuck, no one would be able to help you. We don't have a chain.
That's true. It's just a little icy.
Glad you said something because I wasn't paying attention and I was lying on down.
Yeah, this could be a big crowd later on.
It's a little slick up here.
Damn sure you stop this sled I'm driving.
Coming at you. Another tree hanging over my side up here. Small branch. You're all clear to get past that little tree and get over. Yeah, I don't know that coming in this way would have been much better.
It wouldn't.
Aside from getting us closer to the address, but if they'd have gave us the address and we still came the other way, we wouldn't have had to sit there for a half hour.
Right. Well, they don't piece build no more like they used to, you know what I mean? Everything's got to be done and they just slap it up.
They say it's cheaper and coming at you. Hard right turn with railroad tracks.
Oh yeah, we've been on this road before.
Yeah, I just don't remember where the fuck we went. Clear.
This is 50 here, right?
Yeah, we're about to turn on 50.
Alright, I'm gonna try to get loaded for tomorrow.
Well, we should be able to roll out about 6 if you want, unless you want to wait.
If I can get loaded, we can roll out. Won't be much more after that.
One coming loaded. No, because if we leave at 6, we'll probably be down there by 7, which is before sunrise. Might have to wait till 6:15.
Let's just make it 6:30.
Works for me.
But it is Friday. We usually don't have much traffic going on.
I'll hope for the best.
Alright, you going to tree stand now? What?
Fuck no.
Alright, man. Safe. I'll drop it.
Ain't blowing my ass out of the tree. I'm going home to take a nap.
Yeah, boy. What's up, Mike? Heading back to the barn. I can hardly see the chat, so. What was that shit y'all used to pull? What do they call that? Rain. Crazy ass shit. I'll get to this next light, I'll see what it's saying. Oh yeah. It's a yeah. Used to be. Yeah, we were so far from the damn woods, it wasn't funny.
I said to you, who I've been a really good friend to, we're like, oh man, I got some up there's a few. Jim knows the story. And I was really touched by some of the people who I'm friends with, but not like I'm friends with Jim or Mike, but like friendly with. We're like, oh yeah, I'll be there. Like, it really tells you who your friends are. Pete's one of those guys. Can I go a step further? You could, of course. That's why I told you I'll be Mike. He's going through all this stuff on Capitol Hill right now, and I texted him and asked him to do something for me for your birthday. He got right back. Meanwhile, he's up on Capitol Hill with a bunch of rats and vulture reporters like, I hear 7 years ago, after you left the combat zone, you took a shot of whiskey. Oh my God, he did! The combat vet may have had a drink with his friends. I did. This guy's banned. The Jim.
This is our Dan Bongino ass.
I've never heard of a soldier doing that before. Me either. I was a cop. I've never heard of a cop doing that either. Never heard of that. Disgusting. Here, let us see one way I gotta get this in before the break is important. I didn't forget about the Secret Service here. Yes, major fireworks. Major. I'm gonna give you the inside story too about what happened. And trust me, not a lot of people know, so stay tuned. Here is Statista. Statista is a statistics website. It's not a partisan website at all. You want to see how much money is involved in making sure Pete Hegseth doesn't become the defense secretary? Someone should ask Joni Ernst about this. Statista, according to the CBO of the United States, the spending on defense will rise to $1.1 trillion by 2033. Global military spending will rise to $2.44 trillion. Folks, that's a lot of money. There's a lot of people very interested, and I want to say clearly, I'm not knocking people who produce valuable weapons for the United States. But there is a lot of lobbying to get your boys and girls and men and women involved in overseas conflicts we have no business being a part of. There's a lot of dinero in that. And when you get a guy like Pete, who's an outsider, who's seen the scourge of war and has the emotional scars from it, who may start asking why, a lot of those people are getting very upset.
That made a lot of fucking sense.
We're coming up next. We'll be right back.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministries.
So right now may be the perfect time for you to rethink how you pay for health care. And here's why. This time of year is decision time for a lot of people, but it's also when you can join MediShare and save even more than usual. For many families, joining MediShare means saving about $500 a month, which is a game changer for a lot of people, obviously. But what's more, MediShare members like it. Their satisfaction rate is 98%. Imagine that. And MediShare is a proven thing, too. For over 30 years, it's a Christian community of hundreds of thousands of people now. And here's the thing. If you join before December 15th, and you mention the promo code SHARE, they'll waive your application fee, so you save even more right off the bat. I'll give you the number here in a second, but just call. You'll get a price within 2 minutes. And again, the deadline is December 15th. So call now. You'll save even more. Here's the number. 844-53-BIBLE. That's 844-53-BIBLE. 844-53-BIBLE. Dan Bongino. News Talk 105.9 WMAL.
Making sense of the news.
For all your glass mirror, visit DullasGlass.com. Dullas Glass, love your glass. More shopping, more time online, and more personal info in more places that can expose you more to identity theft. But LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second. If your identity is stolen, our US-based restoration specialists will fix it, guaranteed, and your money back. Don't face drained accounts, fraudulent loans, or financial losses alone. Get more holiday fun and less holiday worry with LifeLock. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code NEWS. Visit LifeLock.com. Terms apply. So this new dose is... Nope, that's not it. The price is nowhere to be found.
Mr. Green? Hi, it's all good. We've got this.
This is not just help from a Walgreens pharmacist.
New prescriptions. Cool. Let me check to see. These are the lowest cost options covered by your Medicare plan.
Oh, that's great. Thank you. This is someone supporting you every step of the way. Chat with a pharmacist today to find help saving. This is the human kind of help. Walgreens. The RV pro-life organizations that help save babies' lives. But folks, we can't stop there. Once saved, the mothers need a place to live in dignity, raise their babies in a safe haven with hope and love. And there's a place right here in Virginia that provides exactly that. Paul Stephan Home. Started in 2006, they've been a beacon of life for hundreds of women in a crisis pregnancy like Maggie.
I was hurting and desperate, 19 and pregnant. My life was falling apart and I thought I only had one way out. Until I found the Paul Stephan Home. They took me as I was and loved me, fed me, gave me spiritual help that saved me and my baby.
The Paul Stephan Home has saved hundreds of women and their babies since they started their mission of saving babies one mom at a time. We're going to save the baby, we'll save the mom too. Please help by going to paulstephanhome.org and donate today. Paul Stephan Home.
To donate now, just dial pound 250 on your mobile phone and say the keyword saving babies and you'll receive a text.
Hey, it's Larry, and when I decided it was time to grow my hair back and have the kind of TV hair I have right now, I did a lot of homework. I chose Grow Your Hair Back for 3 reasons. Number 1, they're the only ones that could give me more hair with one procedure. Their PAI multi-unit hair grafting procedure is trademarked. Number 2, they're the only ones who have easy 45-minute treatments. You'll be in and out with their PRP and laser treatments to restore hair because, who isn't busy? Grow Your Hair Back gets that. And number 3, the results. I love my results, and I know you do too because you tell me. And by the way, Grow Your Hair Back is not just for men, it's for women too. Start now. Growing your hair back is more affordable than ever.
The most informative 3 hours you'll have all day. The Dan Bongino Show. Got a terrific guest coming up for you next. Hasn't been on the show in a while. Kurt Schlichter, love Kurt's commentary. He served in the military, and he's got a couple things to say about the Hegseth nomination and the people trying to destroy his life. And it's not the Democrats. The Democrats will destroy any Republican. Yeah, we expect that. It's the Republicans that are disappointed. But I want to get to this just to see what happened up at Capitol Hill. There are a lot of really pissed off people right now. You know, it's hard to believe, but Christmas is right around the corner. And if you're thinking about what to get the firearms enthusiasts on your list, I highly recommend the rifles, shotguns, and revolvers made here in America by our friends at Henry Repeating Arm. They've got 200 models to choose from and a wide variety of calibers, styles, and prices, and you can't go wrong with any of them. The easiest way to check out Henry's firearms is to order a copy of their free holiday gift guide. Just go to their website. It's henryusa.com and click on the catalog button in the top right corner. They'll mail the gift guide with a few decals and won't cost you a thing. If you get someone a Henry rifle or firearm for Christmas, you're giving them a family heirloom built with the finest craftsmanship and performance I've ever seen. I have the 44 Carbine, and I absolutely love it. They look great. They are super reliable. They're backed by a lifetime warranty for 100% satisfaction. Collectors level, hunters level. So if you want to put something made in America under the Christmas tree, make sure you order the free Henry gift guide and decals today from Henry Repeating Arm. Go to the website, henryusa.com. The free gift guide and decals, henryusa.com. You're going to love this company. You're listening to the WMAL Fisher House Radiothon. Call to donate 888-294-8560. Folks, do I call it or do I call it? I told you the acting director of the Secret Service, Ron Rowe, is an absolute train wreck who is going to destroy the agency. He's asked a very serious question here by Congressman Pat Fowler. What were you doing in an operational position at the 9/11, sir? Taking the place of agents who were actually operational when you weren't. I can tell you what agents have told me. He was there to grandstand and get FaceTime with the protectees. Now, listen to him explode and try to make a political thing about this, about 9/11. He says he was there, by the way, doing that. I don't remember that. Could be true, but he's going to have to back that up. Listen to this.
Actually, let me address this. Could you please, staff, leave that one? No, leave that one up with the circle around it. Thank you. Actually, Congressman, what you're not seeing is the sack of the detail off, out of the picture's view. And that is the day where we remember more than 3,000 people that have died on 9/11. I actually responded to Ground Zero. I was there going through the ashes of the World Trade Center. I was there in Fresh Kills. I'm not asking you how. How you were in the seat? Are you the guy in charge? Show respect. No, you are simply responsible. Telling them not all that. You were trying to be. You're not in 9/11 for political purposes. Oh, no. I'm involved in this.
voice. We are
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-4954. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at tra.com or call 800-575-4954. That's 800-575-4954. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
WMAL-FM, Woodbridge, Washington. Warriors and the families. The Fisher House Radiothon continues on WMAL. The Cumulus Station.
WMAL News at 1, I'm Heather Curtis. New evidence released as the manhunt continues for the man who fatally shot United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson outside of Midtown Manhattan Hilton yesterday morning. Police released a picture of the suspect's unmasked face taken by surveillance cameras at a hostel on the Upper West Side, and we're learning clues about a possible motive. According to the New York Post, quote, the NYPD is investigating a possible message which appears to include the words deny, depose, and defend written on live rounds and shell casings left behind by the masked assassin. Those reported words eerily similar to the name of this book, Delay, Deny, Defend, which is about how insurance companies deny valid claims for profit. Says Shanley Painter. A Prince William County police officer is on leave after fatally shooting a knife-wielding man outside the Joint Police and Fire Department complex in Woodbridge early this morning. Chief Peter Newsham says an officer filling up his cruiser's gas tank was told about a man with a knife in the parking lot behind the fire station. Newsham says the man started walking toward the officer, waving the knife in front of him. When he ignored the officer's commands to drop the knife, Newsham says,
An officer discharging his firearm, striking somebody, killing him.
the Critical Incident Response Team is investigating and will send its findings to the Commonwealth's Attorney's Office to decide if charges should be filed. If the commanders head back to the district, Maryland wants to make sure the current playing site remains viable.
Maryland Senator Chris Van Hollen's top choice would be for the NFL team to remain in the state, but should they decide to move to RFK, and they say that's their decision, but we want a clear commitment that they're going to invest in redeveloping the site that they currently have for the benefit of the community. Before he supports legislation on the RFK control, the district needs Van Hollen tells 7 News he wants Westmore and Prince George's County leaders to see that Andover plan from the team in the mix, but not at Chipman Stadium talks as Maryland's walked of one of DC's 2 Air National Guard fighter squadrons. Scotland on WMAL and WMAL.com.
Acting Secret Service Director Ronald Rose testifying today before the House Task Force investigating the assassination attempts against President-elect Trump and Secret Service failures. This comes as the task force plans to release its final report. We haven't had much luck with snow in recent years, so Arlington is creating its own winter fund.
The county held a name that plow contest online to give names to all 60 of the county's plows and salt trucks. The top 3 names submitted: Plowy McPlowface, Mr. Plow, and Taylor Drift. Pretty clever, but there are more, including Control Salt Delete, Saline Dion, and our personal favorite, Alex Snowbenchkin. You'll be able to see all of the names in action online if we ever do get snow. The county snow activity map gives a real-time update on the location of every truck in the fleet. John Matthews on WMAL and WMAL.com.
Checking your money, the Dow's down 108 points. The Nasdaq up 28. Traffic and weather next on WMAL.
For more than 35 years, Fisher Houses have been there for military and veteran families, saving more than $610 million. The foundation is on the road to building 100 Fisher Houses across the country and overseas. Learn more at fisherhouse.org.
The holidays mean more travel, more shopping, more time online, and more personal info in more places that can expose you more to identity theft. But LifeLock monitors millions of data points per second. If your identity is This is someone supporting you every step of the way. Chat with pharmacists today to find help saving. This is the human kind of help. Walgreens.
This is Larry O'Connor. If you have dental fear like me, do what I did. Contact the great dentist at Bethesda Sedation Dentistry online at BethesdaSedationDentistry.com.
Here's Steve Hirschhorn in the Hadid Carpet Cleaning Traffic Center.
Route 29 partially reopened in both directions right now. The White Oak area of Montgomery County near Stewart Lane. Northbound on the Baltimore Washington Parkway at Nassau Gunner. The roadwork blocks the right lane. It begins at the Beltway up to Nassau Gunner. I-95 Virginia northbound near Dale Boulevard. It's the left lane closed with construction delays now again at 234 Dumfries. Inner loop of the Beltway still slow from Tyson's up to the toll road where you lose the right lane. Further at Neighbor Road, northerly outlook for a toll road on the right. Got the garage door.
Windy conditions for the remainder of the afternoon. We have a wind advisory in effect. Could see gusts upwards of 40 miles per hour. Wind chill factors in the teens and 20s with air temperatures in the 30s. Winds will ease slightly overnight. We're in the 20s early tomorrow morning, 35 to 40 on Friday, and a bit of a warm-up coming early next week. I'm 7 News meteorologist Steve Burton in the First Alert Weather Center.
Right now, 37 degrees in McLean, 34 in Germantown, and 38 degrees under partly sunny skies here in Washington. I'm Heather Curtis on News Talk 105.9 WMAL.
WMAL Fisher House Radiothon continues. Please support our wounded warriors and their families by calling in your contribution now. 888-294-8516. That's 888-294-8516. From the NYPD to the Secret Service to behind the microphone, taking the bite to the radical left and the putrid swamp. You're listening to the Dan Bongino Show. Here he is, Dan Bongino. I am getting so many messages from the Secret Service, whistleblowers and others who work there now, work there in the past. Absolutely horrified at that clip I just played for you in the last hour of Congressman Pat Fallon asking a legitimate question of Acting Director Rowe and watching Rowe melt down like a 12-year-old. Embarrassing. What a mess. I want to talk about the effort to sabotage, the disgusting, grotesque, malign, malicious, pathetic, running out of adjectives and modifiers, effort to destroy Pete Hegseth's life. This is a change agent in the military with someone who's been in the military themselves. Nice guest host of the show. It's a good friend of mine, Kurt Slater. Kurt, welcome back. Haven't heard from you. It's always good to have your opinion on these things.
Well, it's great to be back, Dan. Happy belated birthday.
Oh, thank you, brother. It's I just found out something. Jim said that you were actually a little bit older than me, and
Everybody just slam the fucking brakes on. Get that motherfucker moving.
So you're doing okay there, brother, yourself. So this was kind
Super
of
trucker.
Well, you know, my 80th birthday has been a real transition.
80 years old. Kurt is a military veteran himself, and Kurt is very vocal about these kinds of things when it comes to issues involving the military. So I want to have you on.
Motherfuckers all started getting in the goddamn way lane. We ain't passing nobody. I'm gonna start pushing you over there.
Tell about it.
You spent your life fighting this stuff in the woke DEI business, and sadly, as both an attorney and a military veteran, you've seen DEI
I got four motherfuckers can't read, can't drive.
affect and destroy our military. A military that should be focused on one thing: killing freaking bad guys. Pete Hegseth has been vocal that this is his goal to get rid of this and make our military the most lethal in the world again. There's a lot of money in that stuff, though, and I think that's one of the reasons a lot of people really don't like the idea of getting Pete in there as the
Come on, Daddy-O.
Look, Dan, there are a lot of people who are here that the Army schools kicked over when Pete Hegseth walks into the Pentagon. Look, Pete Hegseth, I wrote about this in my town hall comment a couple of days ago. Pete Hegseth is a combat Army officer. He's an infantry officer, just like me. He knows what it means to
20 over 20, yeah, 20 right on the money.
It's so good to do it. It's going to happen. I guess the only question is, when are you general, and you admiral, are here next week to watch the results? Or your deputy sitting in that chair?
Kurt, we're talking to Kurt Snyder, attorney, military veteran himself, talking about Pete Hegseth. Kurt, one of the things I find particularly grotesque and offensive about the attack on Pete Hegseth and his character and his family and his kids and his mom, I mean, these are things that are actually happening, is as a veteran yourself, I'm not a veteran, it's not in our military, can't say it enough, but sometimes I'm not suggesting there's any issue here at all, but sometimes there are people in law enforcement space that I am familiar with that see a lot of bad stuff. I'm not comparing it to the military at all. It's different, but you see a lot of bad stuff. There's a lot of kidnapping cases, people who were raped and home invaded, really horrible things, and you're surrounded by it all the time. So I'm not saying it's right or wrong, I'm just saying sometimes guys in that space, women too, will go out with other people in the space who've seen this bad stuff because they're the only ones that can relate. I'm not a combat vet. I'm not going to pretend to Pete Hegseth, I know what it's like to be in combat. I don't know squat about what it's like to be in combat, but I know what it's like, to get in a foot pursuit after a guy shot at you in the street. It's pretty damn traumatic. So you go out with your guys, you responsibly have a couple of drinks, and you know what, the next day you watch a football game, whatever. They're attacking this guy's character because he may have come back with maybe some emotional scars from what he did for this country. He certainly didn't do it for money. Sets up a standard that no veteran's going to be able to meet. I wouldn't even, if I'm a combat veteran, the issue I brought back from defending our country, I got to be honest with you, brother, I'm afraid to even talk to anyone about it because now I'm held to a totally different standard than everyone else.
No, that's absolutely correct. He was in two combat forces. Look, I was not in combat. My first war, I ran heavily on the tour force. But I also saw a guy die for the first time. And I also understood that, I was responsible for these 20 folks, and if we might have to go into a chemically contaminated area where my guys could die. And I got to tell you, even that was just nothing compared to what Pete Hegseth or millions of other guys did. I'm not saying it did, but that weighs on you and it has an effect. And yeah, if he wants to have a beer or two, that's fine. Okay? That's fine. And look, the guy has gotten through it. He's got a beautiful family now. He's doing what he should do. But I find it disgraceful to attempt to leverage the way that this guy dealt with the horrors and the stress that he experienced. Okay, because he was a leader, right? It's not just you. I'm not afraid to I'm never afraid for myself. I was afraid I was going to screw around my guys. And that means
Humble guy. You're a humble guy. No, you are. Like, you served in our military. I know you're being funny and they glorify car wash, but you know what? You certainly weren't doing it to get rich. And when your ass is overseas in some horrible battle zone where you could die any day, I appreciate your humility, but and the audience does too. But you listen, what you did, you deserve recognition for it too. Speaking of which, I want to bring up something else about this too, because I'm hearing getting some traffic, and you and I kind of run in the same circle, so you're probably hearing the same thing. Kurt has a great column in Town Hall. By the way, if you ever want to read his columns, they're always sugar-coated, heavily. He never really gets to the point. So if you like, of course I'm being sarcastic, if you ever want to read a column where you're like, holy Moses, that's what I was thinking, read Kurt's work. You will not be disappointed. But to have people like Senator Joni Ernst and Lindsey Graham, who's backtracking a little bit,
You're that pretty. You might want to watch that win now.
Alaska wouldn't have a child. Was it for her last name? Right? To have them questioning Pete Hegseth after he's been a public figure for 10 years about anonymous allegations and acting like, we're going to do a thorough investigation. It's interesting. I'd like to see a thorough investigation into Joni Ernst. I'm sure she's never had a beer with anyone or anything like that. I mean, God forbid she's done it or had any personal issues. Kurt, these senators, they're all above reproach. Lindsey Graham, too, definitely.
Well, look, Lindsey Graham was a colonel in the Air Force. He was a JAG. out on those roads whose lives depends on you. So I respect that, and I hope that maybe after I've seen a lot of the regime media tell me those who are wavering, I refuse to believe that a fellow officer is going to betray another officer until I hear it from their own mouths. And I know Joni Ernst has been there and done that. I know that Lindsey Graham, as a colonel, has an understanding of what's done and what needs to happen. And I can only hope that this is just fog out there and that they will come through and they will stand up for a God who is prepared to move the Pentagon back to what it should be, focused on one thing and one thing only. You brilliantly brought up the ability to stack bodies of America's enemies. So hopefully,
Kurt, this is the only time I disagree with you. The only time I'm ever going to disagree with you, I think, because you and I really have symbolic on a lot of things, but you have way too much hope, way too much faith in these people. I'm telling you right now, they are not doing this right. And I agree with you on one thing. I absolutely respect anybody's military experience, even if I have political disagreements. I've said that often, and I will continue saying I did not serve in the military. God bless you for doing it. But that does not mean your judgment's beyond reproach. And I'm absolutely convinced these two are behind the effort to sabotage Pete Hegseth, and I find it absolutely disgusting. I mean, I'll just give you a quick corollary, but Bob Mueller, the Mueller investigation. Bob Mueller did a decorated career in our military. He did, and I thanked him for it over and over. Nobody's written more attacking Bob Mueller's credibility than me, because it does not mean for the rest of your life that every single thing you do is going to be on the correct moral arc of history, and they screwed it up. I mean, they are people, but it's not the Democrats, Kurt, that bother me. It's the freaking Republicans. You've already taken a scalp in Gates. Fine, you took your scalp. I don't agree with it. But this one, the Pete is a good, decent man. And this effort to crush him on our side, we can never forget if we lose this guy who did this on our side.
well, Dan, I think we need a carrot and stick approach. You're definitely the stick. I'll be the carrot. I will show them the path to honor. I will show them the path to success. I will show them the path to their duty, and I hope that they follow it. But if they don't, if they refuse to, there's going to be a primary, and I'm going to be there, and you're going to be there, and all of us are going to be there. And they're going to say, "Oh, you see a primary incumbent? Want to bet?"
We did the Tea Party Revolution. It's true, and Kurt, they said that. Remember the Tea Party Revolution? They told us the same thing. Oh my gosh, you can't party the Utah, primary the Utah senator with this guy Mike Lee. Who's this guy? And Kentucky, you got this guy Randall. What are you guys crazy? And you know what? We got an upgrade, so we will do it again. Kurt, unfortunately, I got to run. This is always a pleasure to hear from you. Come back again sometime. We really like your comment. That was the best answer to your commentary there that I think I've ever heard on my station. I'm not kidding. So thanks a lot, brother. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, Dan. Merry Christmas. And yeah,
Merry Christmas. Thank you, my brother. Merry Christmas. Yeah, that was. So Jim, we gotta throw that in there. That was such a great answer. I had not heard that about combat arms officers. All right, I got more coming up. I did not forget about the United Healthcare CEO story. I just waited a day to gather some facts, and I've got an interesting take on this. More coming up next week. Hello, everyone. It's your favorite president, Donald J. Trump, here to introduce something really special. You're going to love it. My new Trump watches. It's one of the best watches made. Wear it proudly on your wrist, and everyone will know what it's for, who it's for, what it represents. Get your Trump watch right now. Go to gettrumpwatches.com. It's Trump time. That's right. President Trump has won the election, and now he's released his official Trump watches. Celebrate this historic victory with a Trump watch that stands for strength, leadership, and winning. But don't wait, because these limited edition watches won't be around for long. Go to gettrumpwatches.com now to get your Trump watch before they're gone. Don't miss your chance to own a piece of history. Go now to gettrumpwatches.com and get your watch today. This is paid for by the Best Watches Owner, LLC. See gettrumpwatches.com for details. Trump watches are not intended for investment purposes. Go to gettrumpwatches.com for our
results on their first visit. True Vitality Medical Center's breakthrough treatments restore your sex life regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. Plus, you'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 703-637-1222. 703-637-1222. To regain your sex life in just one visit, call now. 703-637-1222. Chris Wyatt here, and I'm here with WMAL Financial Radio host, Lorette Ahrens. Now, Lorette, can you assure me that if I transfer my 401k to the 30+8 savings plan, I'm guaranteed a 38% first year locked-in gain?
Yes, Chris. This USA-based company was founded in 1926 and is A-plus rated. And when we open the plan, the terms are guaranteed. The initial deposit receives a 30% immediate match. And then each year for the next 10 years, your total match balance receives a minimum of 8% compound interest credit each year. So, Chris, the first year, you'll receive a 30% match plus the 8% guaranteed interest credit. And that's a 38% first year locked-in gain.
Well, that seems pretty straightforward to me. To receive your free information pack, just call Lorette's no-hassle hotline, 888-411-4130. Call or text 888-411-4130.
The holidays are here, and before you stress about who to shop for and what to buy, here's a hint. Give the gift of the Virginia Lottery. Adults of all ages love the excitement of holiday scratchers, and the online games are perfect for that holiday downtime. Don't overthink and overspend. Celebrate the holidays with the Virginia Lottery, in stores, in-app, or online. And play the New Year's Millionaire Raffle for even more excitement this season.
This is Mark Levin for St. Joseph's Roofing. If you're looking for a company to handle any roof repair, replacement, or insurance claim, put your faith and trust in St. Joseph's Roofing. St. Joseph's Roofing. Put your faith in us. SJRoof.com.
9 out of 10 brides recommend a Mervis diamond. The 10th is still speechless. For yours, visit Mervis Diamond Importers. Promising and promise to you on this show. No squishes allowed. The Dan Bongino Show.
I'm still trying to get my arms around what I just played for you in the last half hour or so, which is the acting Secret Service Director, Ron Rowe, with a childlike meltdown on Capitol Hill. It really is stunning what happened there. We played the clip for you. It's all over social media. He's asked a very simple question by Congressman Pat Fallon. And by the way, a good one. Hey, why were you standing in an operational position at this 9/11 ceremony, taking the place of operational agents when you're not operational? You're the director. In other words, what was your role in the evacuation or emergency plan? And the answer is nothing. The answer is he was there for FaceTime. Oh, he wanted to be there for 9/11. Great. I have no doubt he was there to recognize the sacrifices people made on 9/11. You don't have to be in an operational position. And he knows that. And everyone else does too. I have more on this in a second. Hey, when it comes to protecting your family, it's not just about having a firearm. Lethal force isn't the answer for every situation. So imagine an imminent threat comes to you and your family. Instinct may drive you to reach for a firearm immediately. What if there were a way to defend yourself? And de-escalate a situation without the irreversible consequences of deadly force. Byrna's got a non-lethal pistol launcher equipped with tear gas and kinetic ammo, can incapacitate an attacker for up to 40 minutes. We don't need to go DEFCON 1. We just need protection to ensure we can defuse the situation and drive the threat away. I have a Byrna. I like it. I trained the firearms for many years. The Byrna pistol they sent me is one of the easiest to learn, use, and operate. If you don't own a firearm, even if you do, it's a great option to have. Made in America, legal in all 50 states, requires no background checks, shipped right to your door. Visit Byrna.com/Dan now. You'll get an exclusive 10% discount for my listeners today. That's BYRNA. Byrna.com/Dan. Check it out. You won't regret it.
Dan Bongino. You're listening to the WMAL Fisher House Radiothon. Call to donate 888-294-8560.
He needs to resign today. Was he the director of the Secret Service? This is just disgraceful. I've had about enough of this guy. I've highlighted highlighted all of the things he's been involved in. These security failures at Mar-a-Lago, when agents in charge of Trump's security were begging for additional assets at Mar-a-Lago years ago. Ron Rowe was part of the management team that declined those assets. And one of the people said, hey, we don't secure nightclubs. Oh, really? What if a nightclub owner runs for president? You don't secure nightclubs? Really? I mean, I didn't see that in 18 U.S.C. 3056. Ron Rowe was part of the January 6th leadership team where the Secret Service texts mysteriously disappeared about the pipe bomb and everything else. Ron Rowe was the deputy director when Donald Trump was shot in the head. Ron Rowe was the acting director when he was almost killed again on the golf course in Palm Beach. You're like, and this guy got promoted. Yes, he got promoted for this. Now he's up on Capitol Hill, screaming like a lunatic, because he's asked a legitimate question why he's in an operational spot at the 9/11 ceremony where our protectees are, taking the place of actual operational agents. He shouldn't have been there. You want to go to the ceremony, stand off to the side. That's not the spot for you. And don't think, you may have gotten over on the congressman or someone else, or think you have. You're not getting over on me. I did this for a living too. You're lying and you know it.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-550-6486. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-550-6486. That's 800-550-6486. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Must qualify for enrollment. Results may vary.
Dan Bongino. News Talk 105.9 WMAL.
Making sense of the news.
Accident activity to watch out for in White Oak. Northbound 29 is closed between New Hampshire Avenue and Cherry Hill Road due to an accident right at Stewart Lane. This is a jackknife tractor trailer. Now on the southbound side, the 2 right lanes are blocked. Traffic is getting through, but extremely slow traffic on that southbound side. Inner lip of the Beltway between the Dulles Toll Road and the Georgetown Pike as it works out in the right lane with traffic jammed up on the Eastburn Pike. And also watch out for construction on the outer loop between the Georgetown Pike and the toll road in the right lane. Traffic is slow from Carter. Now from GarageRepair.com, the WMAL Storm Watch and forecast.
Mostly clear tonight, lows around 30. Breezy, sunny tomorrow, highs near 38.
Looking to grow your green thumb? WMAL makes sense of your lawn and garden. Weekends.
Check out our complete show lineup at WMAL.com/schedule.
Making sense of your life.
News Talk 105.9 WMAL.
Hey, do people ever judge you because of your teeth? Are they missing or are they broken? In fact, do you judge yourself? Do you? Well, it's time to do something about this. It's Vince, and if you don't know about Cascade One, you should. Cascade One is a revolutionary full-mouth implant solution pioneered by Dr. Ruberelia with the Cascade Center for Dental Health. To one office, to one doctor, and it's one price. You see, they only use the best materials, and they really can create your perfect smile with teeth in a day using their tremendous on-site lab. And everything they do at Cascades is backed by an excellent guarantee because they deliver the highest quality work at the very best price. Do yourself a favor, change your life today. Go with Cascades, the Cascade Center for Dental Health in Sterling. Call them at 866-25-SLEEP. That's 866-25-SLEEP. Or visit Cascades1.com and get that no-obligation consultation today. That's Cascades1.com.
This is Dr. Riggleman with DMV Weight Loss. We're having a huge Black Friday sale with the lowest prices of the year. Qualifying candidates receive $500 off now through December 5th. We know the secret to losing up to 1 pound pound of fat every day with no exercising, no prepackaged meals, no counting points or calories, no drugs, no surgery, and no injections with the risk of serious side effects. Stop yo-yo dieting and let's reset your metabolism. For your free consultation, go to dmvweightloss.com. dmvweightloss.com.
I'm happy to report that I lost 40 pounds over the course of about 3.5 months. I feel like I'm 10 years younger. I have more energy, and every day when I wake up, I feel refreshed. I don't have the pains that I used to have that I attributed to aging. This program is different, and you owe it to yourself to try it.
Take advantage of the lowest prices of the year with this huge Black Friday sale. You can lose up to 10 to 20% of your body weight in just 60 days. Do the program in person or virtually from anywhere you live. Schedule your free consultation now by calling 571-532-5700 or visit dmvweightloss.com. If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm, A-rated by the Better Business Bureau. Their award-winning team of tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. One call to Optima can start the process, helping to end your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other IRS actions. Make sure you're getting the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima today for a free confidential consultation. Call 800-908-1755. That's 800-908-1755. 800-908-1755.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
You're listening to the WMAL Fisher House Radiothon. Call to donate 888-294-8560.
Any questions? Call 8444-THE-USA to get the answers. 844-484-3872. The Dan Bongino Show.
No, this is why I love the program directly to give us a solid platform for the show. And Jeff, you see that email? Apparently we may be adding some more big markets live, so we love that. And then I heard we're live all 3 hours now in Kansas City, KCMO. So the show's exploding. Thank you, Kansas City, KCMO. We appreciate that. You guys are great. But the benefit of a live show is this. Breaking news now, being reported by Dan Scavino, who, by the way, if you don't know Dan Scavino and you're not following him on Twitter, you should. He is President Trump, one of his right-hand guys. I mean, this is a guy who's been with him from the beginning. And I'm going to tell you something right now. There isn't a more trustworthy person, maybe as trustworthy, but now more, in the MAGA orbit than Dan. He has been with President Trump from the beginning, and he is the best of the best. The best. I tell you that. If you believe anything I tell you, believe that. You should be following him on X and Twitter, because if he says something, you can take it to the bank. That the president's okay with him saying it, and probably told him to say it. Scavino's reporting and others that the Secret Service is now promoting officials who are very close to President Biden on the eve of Trump's second term. What's happening here? Eric Daughtry notes in a tweet following. I'll tell you what's happening here. What's happening here is the Secret Service has been infected with politics. Listen, I haven't done a segment on this in a long time, but this is important. Jimmy, you may have to throw this in the weekend show, too, because the podcast folks are going to need to hear this, and you missed it if you only listened to the podcast. Folks, the Secret Service was never like this when I was there. I choose my words very wisely, folks. The Secret Service was not a political enterprise. It wasn't. I was there for 12 years. I never saw anything like that.
Yeah.
Never. I worked for both Republicans and Democrats. I started during the Clinton administration.
Took us in the wrong way.
Worked throughout the 8 years of President Bush, and I resigned under President Obama. I have never once heard a Secret Service agent or a manager say or even apply any kind of protection-related decision because of politics. I've had a number, however, of whistleblowers reach out to me and say, Donald Trump changed everything. Folks, there was an old thing in the Secret Service office. It was like a poster. It was a rectangular poster. A lot of the offices had it.
Right.
It said,
No.
You elect him, we protect him.
Right.
And it was kind of, meant to be funny and silly, but it was meant to be true. We are not
a political intelligence gathering enterprise or anything like that. You select the president, you elect him, and we protect him. That's it. I was told by newspaper folks, media folks, get your pens out. We're the news now, right?
Right.
Because we're in charge.
That's why I'm trying to get that other guy to come over here.
So, media losers, not the good ones. Susan Crabtree and others, you guys know. But other media losers, get your pens out. I was told by
my parents were like, standing still yesterday.
Sources
I was fucking
that Donald Trump changed everything.
I know he does.
That the Secret Service, which, like any enterprise, has Democrats and Republicans. There's nothing wrong with that. You're not expected to divorce your political beliefs. You're a citizen of the United States too when you become an agent, but because of the Hatch Act, you're expected, obviously, to not act on them. Not hard, right? You know, Jim was not hired because he's a Republican. Now, it helps that me and Jim are simpatico, but Jim's hired to serve
I'd have this motherfucker out here
If he's a liberal, I'd probably say no.
Okay.
I don't ask people politics when they come and work for me. The Secret Service doesn't either.
Yeah.
I was told by very reliable sources that Trump changed everything. That the, what we call TDS, Trump Derangement Syndrome, was so heavy and thick on what we call the 8th floor. That's the Secret Service has a headquarters building in D.C. The 8th floor is where the upper level managers are.
All right,
I was told the 8th floor is fully infected with TDS and that almost nothing related to Trump isn't colored by the tinge of politics. That's the most disturbing thing I think I've ever heard. I've told this story before, but you want to put meat on the bone? This is directly from the people involved. Because they hated Trump so much. The current director, Ron Rowe, who was, I think, the deputy or the ADPO, Assistant Director of Protective Operations at the time, and the former director, Kim Cheadle, who was horrible. Sorry, just reading. Here, this is hilarious. This just came in. Here's a text from an agent source of mine. This is real, Jim. RR is a total D-bag. Always was. That just came in. You can figure out what D-bag means. They told me that they were at Mar-a-Lago. This is not long after Trump leaves office after the 2020 fiasco, right? They realize they've got a serious security problem because Mar-a-Lago is open to members. It is not our business in the Secret Service to tell Donald Trump how to run his business. There is a thing called Title 18 of the United States Code, Section 3056. Go look it up. It doesn't say anything about the Secret Service protecting people.
That's how it's done.
If they have business interests. It doesn't say that. When Bill Clinton was going around the country and the world speaking for hundreds of thousands of dollars, Producer Jim, the Secret Service would go, we don't protect speakers bureaus. It's not your freaking business. He's a protectee. Shut up. You elect him, we protect him. That's it. But I was told, and I was shown actual receipts, by the way, so don't tell me it didn't happen, that they asked for millions of dollars of security upgrades. By the way, upgrades they had no problem putting into Chappaqua, which is where Bill Clinton retired to, Chappaqua, New York. Dan, how do you know about that? Because I was there. I saw it. Ask him about the security room in the carriage house. Oh, yeah, look, it's right there. It's all in the news. You can read about it yourself. There's a whole big scandal about it. Right? Disclosing secure information. It was a big scandal about it. It's in the paper. You can read it. The Clintons were like, you guys go upstairs. We're like, wait, we just gave you all this money for security. If you're kicking us out, go read about it. Donald Trump spends a lot of time at Mar-a-Lago. So the people in charge of his detail, who have a lot of personal feelings for him as well, doesn't interfere with their job, but it's hard to protect someone and stay around them. And to not develop some, personal allegiance to them as well. They were very concerned early on. Media people, you got your pens out, you write this down? So they called headquarters and said, someone's going to get hurt here. We've got water access to Mar-a-Lago. There's a main road, 2 main roads right by the house. There's high ground. This is going to be a security problem. It's our job to fix it. And I'm going to tell you what they were told. People from headquarters came down, and in one of the biggest D-bag lines ever, some smartass said, we don't secure nightclubs. Oh, really? Funny. That's really funny. You didn't think that was going to get out? And the guy who was there, who heard it, told me it was absolutely because it was Donald Trump. There's no doubt about it. So I have zero doubt that this breaking news story, Secret Service is promoting officials close to President Biden on the eve of Trump's second term, is an effort to do, here's what they're doing. You want to see what they're doing? You ready, Jim? These guys leaving know President Trump is probably going to bring in a Secret Service director who's going to clean house. So what are they doing? They're trying to get titles before they leave so they can go and get really, really nice security jobs. Because there's a very big difference between telling someone you were an assistant to the special agent in charge and then telling someone you were a SAC, a special agent in charge. It's probably about $100,000 a year difference in your retirement job. Here's your boy Dan telling you what's really going on. Follow the money, kids. This is all about that. They're going to promote these people into positions of authority because they know that their time is numbered, that Donald Trump is going to bring a team in there to clean them out so they can all cash out on the way out the door. Oh, and by the way, it'll affect their pensions because they'll get an elevation in their salary. Oh, come on, Dan, really? This is about that? Yes, that's what this is about. Because you may say, but by the way, I don't want to discount the fact that it probably is also to get Trump haters in there as well. I have no doubt about that. But they must know they're going to be fired. This is why, again, I'll say to the Trump team, I'm not asking I don't want any positions in the government, folks. I don't want anything. I don't want anything. I'm not lobbying for anything. Period. You hear me? Put a period on the sentence here. Put a big one. Color it in. I don't want anything from anyone. All I care about is President Trump and the Bongino Army. But I'm going to ask them publicly again, please do not hire anyone to run this place until you talk to me. You don't have to take my advice. But please, God, talk to me first. Because I'm telling you, I know everyone over there now. And you got a bunch of clowns right now running that outfit. That's what this is about. It's about money and titles, and it's also about another thing. You know how the government works? The government works, and the Secret Service at least, on the GS scale. It's a scaling. When you get hired, typically as a Secret Service agent, you get hired as a GS7. GS, sometimes you get hired as a 9. I got hired as a 7. Sometimes even a 5. But that's rare as an agent. They're pay grades. So the Secret Service, most people get hired as a 7. After about a year or so, you get the GS9. Another year, you get the GS11. Then you get to what they call journeyman status. I don't want to bore you with this, but this is relevant to what's going on right now and why President Trump's going to be in real danger if we don't get real people in charge of the Secret Service. Most people only make it to journeyman status, which is GS13. It requires it's just a standard longevity promotion. Everybody gets it. You get to GS13. Most guys stay there their whole career. And there's little grades within that. 13-1, 13-2, 13-3. You get little pay increases. Sorry, it's getting boring. The first promotion you can get, where you have to get actually promoted, when you're an actual supervisor, is to a 14. GS14. There's only one other promotion you get in the Secret Service, in that GS scale. Really? There's not like 10 layers to it? No. There's only 2. You're either a 14 or you're a 15. A GS15. That's it. But there's a wrinkle. It's not like the police department. Sergeant, lieutenant, captain, deputy, inspector, chief. That's not the way the government works. You got a 14 and a 15. There's another thing on top of that. It's called SES, Senior Executive Service. Senior Executive Service is a very, very elite group because you can move around in the government. Once you get your SES, you can leave and go like this. He'd be the ATF director. Happened to one of our guys, Carl Truscott, Secret Service director, went over to ATF. You can't do that. as a 15 or anything else. You have to go back and apply. So a lot of guys want that SES because you can move around and play like the government carousel. Do you know that? So it's kind of helpful to promote a bunch of people and get them into SES and other things right before Trump takes office. That way they can move around government, engage in the government carousel. Folks, there's so many scams going on in your government. I'm telling you, you have to see it to believe it. I thank God every day for my life experience, even the failures. I'm not shy in telling you I failed at a lot. I ran for office. I lost. But I learned so much about the disgusting filth in politics, and I thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ every day for the opportunity. I did not fail in the Secret Service. I left with one of the highest promotion scores out there.
Ladies and
I left as a
gentlemen,
13 after 12
into
years.
this one.
Probably would have been promoted in a couple years.
We just came back from
But man, did I
Winchester,
learn a lot
Virginia.
about how the machinery of government works.
We're not going to get loaded
This is
today.
a
We'll get loaded in the morning.
huge scam going on right
We're
now.
going to call it a
And they
day.
had better get someone
Thanks for stopping by. Don't
competent
forget to
run
like
that
and
agency in the
subscribe.
Secret Service. Or I'm
Share it
telling you
out.
right now, you are going to be talking.
And we'll see you on the next
if it leaks out about assassination
trucking
plots
trusts.
against President Trump, if not more.
Jackson RC
More coming up next.
Aviation.
We'll be right back.
So we're not flying, we're trucking. Have a great day.
You heard us talk
Take
about
care.
legacy box
Bye-bye.
all year long, but now's the time to take advantage of the best sale of the year during their cyber.